past noon, but the sun's coming out a little bit. Did my hair, got showered, got clean, and now I'm driving, finally left Boulder. Oh God, never go back there again. Denver, no, not a fan of Denver area. So now I'm in Conifer, which kind of rhymes with Jennifer, which is my name. Actually, it's only my name when I'm in trouble or official or doing a job interview or telemarketers, you know. I can always tell if someone doesn't know me because they pronounce my last name completely wrong. So my last name is Timar. It could be pronounced differently, I don't know, but it's Hungarian, and I think it means like tailor, like seamstress or something, I don't know, shoe cobbler, I don't know, some sort of skilled trade. But anyway, Timar is a pretty popular name. There's also a bunch of like accent marks on it and tildes and stuff. I don't know, there's in Hungarian, which I don't speak a word Hungarian, it's a very difficult language. I'm better at like Japanese. I can read a little bit of Thai, I can read Russian. I don't know how to speak Russian anymore. I learned a little bit years ago, but yeah, so but yeah, Japanese is kind of my language. I can read Chinese, but I can't say it in Chinese, and I know how to pronounce it in Chinese, but I know what the characters mean. But yeah, so I think my last name is basically I think it's we pronounce it Timar, but everybody and their brother on the entire planet will say Timar or Timar. I'm like, it's not Timar, there's no double I or double E. It's not Timar because there's no like, and everyone says Timar though. Timar is like the name that they pronounce. It doesn't make any sense. I'm like, that's Timar. Like, I guess maybe they don't think it's Timar because it's like a timer, like a clock, and they would think, oh, that sounds too accurate. You know, that sounds like it would be the way to pronounce it. So we're going to give it a more exotic pronunciation. What's funny is where my dad was buried. I did a video of visiting his grave last year in New Jersey. He's in a Belarusian cemetery, and everybody in that cemetery has very complicated Eastern European Belarusian names. And it's kind of funny, except mine, which is Timar. So it was very easy to find his grave. I've never been there before until like 5 years ago. He died in 2002, but I remember trying to look for the grave. I'm like, I know it's around here somewhere. And the way that I found the grave, like headstone, was on findagrave.com. Some guy had taken a picture of it, and he took a picture of it specifically because it was the one that didn't have a bunch of SKs, Zs, and KI, you know, Blaskinsky, Bloskowski. Like, it didn't have it was just basically Timar. And he took a picture of it, posted it on Find a Grave. I found it like, I don't know, 10 years ago, and never got a chance to go out there. And I emailed him. I said, thank you so much for taking a photo of my dad's grave. And he said, no worries. So he's buried in the same plot as my grandmother, his mom. And I think she was Lithuanian. And my grandfather was Hungarian, so that's why we have Hungarian last name. And my mother's side was Ukrainian Russian, but she was born in Germany. So actually, just did my ancestry. I've got to do a video on that. I didn't want to look, like they didn't even notify me that they had already posted the information. I logged on because it said that my niece, who lives in England, my sister's daughter, you know, is a potential family member because she did hers as well. And I logged into Ancestry, and I'm like, there's a little circle with the little colors on it, and I was like, no, I don't want to look at it yet. I want it to be a surprise, like I did on the other DNA video from like 2 years ago. So then I'm going to compare 23andMe with Ancestry. So as far as I know, on 23andMe, I'm 70% Baltic, right? So 70% Lithuanian, Hungarian, Polish, Russian, Ukrainian, like that's like 69-70%. And then I'm about 8% Balkan and Russian, or sorry, Balkan and Italian, which would be Northern Italian. And I'm obviously not Southern Italian, right? I don't obviously look Italian. I mean, I don't even know what I look like. I think I look more German. I don't know, but I have 0 German in me, and I have 0 British and 0 Western European. But anyway, so then it told me that I was 18% Anatolian Turkish, which I thought was really cool. That has to be my mother's side. So Anatolian Turkish, I looked into it, and that's kind of like the southern part of Turkey. And for the Ukrainian side, and I have features, like I have Ukrainian cheekbones, Russian cheekbones, you know, which are terrible when you have any kind of goggles on because they just don't work. So my scuba diving goggles are molded to my face. I had to get them specially, very expensive, specially made. So snorkeling and scuba diving, I can't use any rental goggles. I've got to bring the ones that are like literally molded to my face. But I'm also 1% Japanese, Korean and Siberian. And so I think that's like, we have like, well, when the Timars are born, when we're born, we all come out looking like little Asian babies. And my daughter came out looking like a little Asian baby. She's a little Japanese baby, dark black, jet black hair and Asian eyes. And I was just waiting for her father to be like, oh, who is it? I'm like, it's you. You're the father. You're the father. You know, I like Maury Povich. No, but like we all come out looking like that. My sister the same. Everyone thought my mom adopted the little Chinese baby in the 60s. But we all look Asian to some extent. But it's just, you know, what we are. So my ears are popping. That's just what we are. And so, and then of course my daughter's hair fell out. She looked like a little old man. She had like neck cheese and then little baby neck. And then she grew up to be the beautiful little girl that she is. And so then she had this, you know, kind of lighter brown hair grow back and very like shiny and stuff. And I breastfed her for like 5 years. So she's just full of like all the good hormones and all the good DNA. So anyway, but yeah, so that's what we do. So we came out, you know, we all come out looking like Asian. But I think that's what it is. I think that's Ukrainian and Ukraine and Korea, because Ukraine was the breadbasket of the world before it got destroyed by war. But the sorry, very rocky road here. But like they did trade with along the Amau River with China and Korea and like, you know, South Korea and whatever Korea was thousands of years ago, and Japan. And so that's why, you know, a lot of like, you know, well, Russians, there's lots of Russia that has Asian influence. I mean, you go to like some of the stands like Kazakhstan or, you know, Uzbekistan, and you see like those Asian features, but then they have green eyes. And Ukraine is the same way. Like you get very like kind of like almond Asian features, but then you have like bright green, bright blue eyes. It's kind of cool. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm gonna go do the ancestry, see what that's all about. In the meantime, I'm driving to my friend's house. So I haven't seen my friend since February. We boondocked in Galveston, which was super windy. It was ridiculously windy. And my friend Andy, I built my van in 15 days. He built his van in 8 days. But his van's got tons of more like electrical and really cool stuff. But anyway, so then then we went to in Austin. I was in Austin for a few days, and so we boondocked there at the state park. And so I was like, oh, I'll just get the spot right next to, you know, right next to the the shower, and realized I was also right next to the host. So lesson learned, I should probably not, you know, choose the spot right next to like, you know, the parents. So we didn't do anything bad or anything. It's just kind of like, you know, I should have picked a spot further back in the campsite. There's a little bit more out of the way and not so much traffic and not so many like people checking in and stuff. You know, something a little bit more quiet. So anyway, but he has an off-grid home out here in Colorado. So I'm going to go check it out and kind of get some inspiration for when I eventually build an off-grid home. Just like every van lifer that buys land. I am somewhere, where am I at? I'm heading toward Fairplay again. I think I'm going through Fairplay. Did a video on that, which was, you know, supposedly inspired South Park. And there's not a single, like if you didn't know, you would go through there and be like, oh, just another small town. There's nothing in there that is indicative of Cartman or any of the other characters. Like, I don't know why Fairplay was, you know, is like the South Park town. It's not. It's got two crappy souvenir shops. And then a place called South Park City, which is actually really good. It's one of the best living museums that I've been to. They got all these buildings they brought in from different areas of the county. And that was great. But if you go there for South Park, you're going to be highly disappointed. Like, I don't even really watch the show. I saw like the, I saw one when I was in college. And then I saw the episode of Casa Bonita. So I always tell people when they ask me what I do for a living, I'm like, I'm a dive instructor at Casa Bonita. No, dive master. Anyway, okay, so yeah, I'm just going to drive, got another like 100 miles. Really pretty drive going. I've never been on this road. This is the road that goes through the mountains and then connects to the road that kind of like, if you go from Dillon through Breckenridge down to Fairplay to Buena Vista, like this road connects to that road. So it goes from like the 25 and then that other road, and this is kind of the windy, like, that's what it looks, that's what the road looks like. The windy mountain road that connects the two major north-south roads. Anyway, I miss Wyoming, to be honest. I don't enjoy Denver. I did not enjoy Boulder. That was a really crappy hike. I did talk to the law enforcement, the ranger. sentiments. We do write tickets, but it's the Lamborghini mentality in that, oh, you know, if you live in a $10 million house in Boulder, you know, and someone writes you a $50 ticket, it's no big deal. You're still going to do the same thing again, over and over again. So unless they go out there and actually start, you know, being vigilante and like arresting people, which I think is kind of like, I don't think it's a felony to like have your dog off leash and have your, if your dog attacks another person, like that's different, but there's no way to really enforce it. I mean, they can write ticket after ticket, but it just takes extra resources, and unfortunately these parents will just do whatever they do, these pet parents. So I don't care if your dog plays pickleball or goes to the coffee shop on the weekend. I don't care. I care about the safety of those that have service animals. Anyway, all right, this is good. Yeah, let's just do a little drive down here, and I'll see you guys in approximately 2 hours and 22 minutes. I tell you something, this was a really, really pretty drive. Very different, a little bit different between Fairplay and where I'm going. Just north, there's all these little towns, kind of like off-grid towns. But I guess the major town in the area would be Salida, and that's north. And I'm right near the Great Sand Dunes. So this is beautiful. I mean, it's very plain and empty, but it's kind of like what this part of Colorado is like. If you go to Buena Vista, that's what Buena Vista looks like. But yeah, these are Fortinas though. Like a lot of mountains that people climb over here. Anyway, so I'm going about, I don't know, maybe another 10 miles. Yeah, I'm almost there, about 10-15 minutes out. That's great. It was easy 3-hour drive from Boulder. Glad I'm not in Boulder. Oh, here's the Great Sand Dunes. Okay, so Great Sand Dunes is that way. All right, cool. I've been there like 4 times. And the other towns are like Alamosa, Monte Vista. So yeah, it's just all these like little tiny towns. Crestone is another one. But I'm not going to any of those. I'm going to go to another town. Well, all the towns that are in the area. So one of those I may go to. But anyway, okay, so just driving on. I can actually see the Great Sand Dunes National Park, which is over there. And that, I mean, it looks like it's really close. It's still an hour away almost. It's still like maybe 40 miles. It has to be, because it's massive. But I can just see, like, it's kind of like, well, you can't really see, but anyway, it's got like the mountain range. And then you can see the sandy bits, the sand dunes that go up. And you can actually rent like snowboards or sandboards and go like snowboarding. Sandboarding on there, which is really cool. You can bring your own like disc. Like when I was in Monahan Sand Dunes, Monahan Sand Dunes State Park in Texas, which is kind of a little bit part of like the White Sand Dunes. Like it's, you know, it's part of that whole. I don't know. It's in the Permian Basin. It's all of the oil rigs. But anyway, it's in Texas near Midland, Odessa, and it's really fun. And it's a little known park people generally don't go to. And I was there when I was car camping in 2020, and you can rent a $6 disc and do like the Griswolds, like Chevy Chase when he was in Christmas Vacation, except not go that fast. It was fun. It's a little bit of a trick to climb back up, but I didn't do any of that when 4 times I've been to the sand dunes. 2019 it was just whatever, did a cartwheel. 2020 it was closed, so we only got to like go in for like a little tiny bit for like a minute. They let us in for a minute. And then 2022, and I think maybe I've only been 3 times. Yeah, this would be like technically my 3.5 time because I can see it. I'm just not going to it. All right, I'm here with a couple neighbors. That's really cool. I don't know how to get in. I'm leaving, and and I'm heading into Red River and then into Taos. It's a work day, so I'm just going to park up at the espresso place and go work on a couple videos. I've got some admin stuff to do, some other paperwork to do for the nonprofit. So yeah, just going to take this Monday and actually have a working Monday. And then after that, I'm going to, I think I'm going the right way. Okay, yeah. After that, I'm going to, just going to park up at Taos, and then tomorrow is Angel Fire. So I've got 2 days at Angel Fire. Actually, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I got 3 days at Angel Fire. I think, yeah, just gonna ride for 3 days and then probably have pretty early days, like finish at like 2 in the afternoon and go back to the coffee shop in Taos and work on the computer. So yeah, just a little bit of a wind down week. That was nice. Yeah, it was really nice just to kind of hang out and yeah, see a different lifestyle, the old off-grid living. Anyway, so then I'm going to go head to Houston on Friday. So yeah, not entirely excited about the drive, but I'm probably going to go Angel Fire Lubbock and then park up there for the night and at the Cracker Barrel, and then 8 hours to Houston. And then that's it, the end of my summer. Ooh. Anyway, washboard road. Okay, let me figure out where I'm going. It's absolutely stunning out here. The green is like a different green than you get like in Colorado. It's kind of this like lime green. It's really pretty, and this area reminds me a lot of Taos, and that's I think why it's like very, very pretty. And there's some sunflowers over there. You see? Where? Sunflowers. I don't know, they're over there somewhere. I think they're right there. I'm in Alamosa. I was gonna come here anyway, so I'm gonna go down here. This is a cute little town. So the towns that are like in the area are Alamosa, Monte Vista, and Crestone. So yeah, and there's all these off-grid like parcels of land and like tiny little towns. And gas isn't really that expensive. It's $3.45 here. So yeah, so this is their little downtown. I've been there before. Alamosa is a pretty cool little town. Chinese restaurant, taco restaurant. I'm gonna pull over for a second. I've just got to put some things away in the back that are moving around. But yeah, this is cute. And I guess you can park overnight here. Yeah, you just kind of go through nothing and stumble upon this cute little town and the gateway to the sand dunes. So I guess people can stay here if they, there's a Thai restaurant as well. Gateway to the sand dunes. So if you're going to go to the national park, you can stay here as well. All right, it's a big moment. I'm leaving Colorado after like months. Oh my God, like a whole month. And leaving Colorado, on the left side is the brown side, and entering New Mexico. What did they do to the sign? What is wrong with humans? Subhumans, not even. They're just like the scum on the bottom of people's shoes. Why would you do that to the sign? Oh my God, nobody cares about your freaking gang. This state sucks, turn around. Oh my God, like, no. Oh, that just bugs me. You know, nobody cares about your engagement, so don't carve that into a tree. And nobody cares about your gang, dude. Anyway, all right. Well, here I am. I'm in New Mexico. So there we go. I've got about 50 miles to get to Angel Fire. The land of enchantment. That is exactly right. Why would people deface signs? Don't be a jerk. Seriously, like, you're not elevated by doing that. Anyway, okay, I'm back in New Mexico, and it feels like I'm in New Mexico. It's that kind of lime green. You can't really tell on the camera, but it's kind of got this like very light green that's just really bright and pretty with the yellow flowers. It's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to drive through the Enchanted Circle, over that big hill over there, and out to Taos. So I'll probably get there about 11:15, and they close at 7 p.m. for the it's Monday, right? Yeah. They close at 7 p.m. for the coffee shop, so I'm just going to work for like 8 hours and just work on as much stuff, then go to the Taos Walmart to park up and rest up for tomorrow for bike riding. Yeah, I had a great time at my friend's off-grid house. It was fantastic. It was really beautiful. And yeah, we just caught up. We traveled together a little bit earlier in the year in our van, so Galveston and Austin as well. So it was nice to go out there and kind of see, like, you know, people, when I go visit people and go see like where they live or where they're like based or where their houses are, or just meet up with people, you know, in different states. It's pretty cool. No, it's good to see my friend. So, okay, cool. All right, I'll see you in a bit. I am back at the Taos Valley Lodge. I'll be here for the next 8 hours, parked, sorry, half in the trees, and just gonna let the solar panels, now that I need more solar, I was talking to my friend, he's like, you need like 400 watts. So that's gonna be my next, I don't know, probably end of year, during the winter, like start getting more solar. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go in here to the espresso bar. Fantastic little place, much nicer than the other coffee shop where I just got gelato, and they're not very pleasant over there. It's very warm in that one too, it's very tiny. This one's great, and then when they close at 7 I can always just go in the lobby. The owner gave me the password to both the lobby Wi-Fi and the regular. That's me. Okay, all right, good to be back. And I'm gonna park up down here in the corner. It's very busy. And this will be my home for the next couple hours. It is so warm out here, so I'm gonna go plug the fridge in now that it's gotten a little bit more sun and get a snack and then go back in. So, all right, I think I'm gonna get some hummus and crackers. All right, I'm bailing early because the sun's gone. So I'm gonna go to Walmart and idle for a little bit just to like, I don't know, I'm so tired, I gotta take a nap. Anyway, okay, I got 2.5 videos done, 2 uploaded. One more I'm working on. I'll come back tomorrow after Angel Fire, work for a couple hours, and then go park up. So yeah, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Angel Fire. Thursday night, driving back to Texas. So thank you. Taos Lodge. Here's another van lifer. Appreciate it. Okay, I gotta go. Bye. All right, I'm back at Taos Walmart. We've got some interesting people here tonight. We've got a motorhome that is popped its hood. I think it was very hot today as well. So they've opened all their doors. They're camping. We've got the tent camper next to me, and then we got these guys over here pretty much living out of their car. I don't know, they look like they're gonna stay for a while. They also look like they have a jack under their car, so I don't know what's going on. He also has a chainsaw and buckets and stuff, so I think I'm fine staying over here actually. You know what though, like generally the homeless population generally doesn't bother other people. You know, it's only people on the side of the street that beg. You know, they're the ones, you have to look at their shoes. I mean, if they have like fancy running shoes and then like 5 minutes later they get into a Mercedes and drive off. In Houston we have I think the ethnic group is the Roma gypsies, but their entire families are out there with all their babies and begging, and then they're the ones that go in their Mercedes back to their house in Sugar Land, and people have actually followed. We have Shame Shame Shame, which is like a Facebook page to like out people that are like scamming the city or like pretend beggars and stuff, and they want, and people have offered, even said like, we offered you a job, we offered you, you know, work, and their culture is that they beg on the street. Their culture is not that they go to work. Now, and not like all of them, but the ones in Houston, there's a subgroup of people from that demographic that generally will just, and I always have the sign like, one kid's got cancer, and I gave somebody a pack of diapers one time, she threw it back at me. It was like 10 years ago and Harriet was like a year old. She threw it back at me. I was like, what the hell, dude? Like, you just, like, your sign literally says, I need money for diapers. Well, here's some diapers. I went into Target, I bought them what was on the list, like diapers and formula and, you know, baby clothes. I went and got like, spent like $50 on a few things for them, came out with a nice little bag, gave it to them, and they threw it back at me. And they're like, money, we want money. Okay, no, I'll take my diapers elsewhere. Anyway, so they're kind of working on stuff. She's got a Jackery. She has a Jackery on her hood, and I guess they're trying to jump the car. It's like mechanic land over here. It's like the AutoZone in Houston that I go to, where if you need anything fixed, go to the AutoZone on Bel Air Boulevard at 11 p.m. and there'll always be like a bunch of Mexican guys fixing stuff. They're great. They help me with my battery. They help me like jumpstart my car. They help fix my alternator. I just basically got towed over there. I was like, just tow me like 2 miles over to the AutoZone at like midnight. And these guys, they've got like a hot dog vendor, like, you know, someone making like really good food. And it's like this whole party, and they're not supposed to be in that parking lot. They have a sign that says, do not do mechanic work in a parking lot, but it's right next to a Fiesta supermarket, which is a Mexican supermarket. It's like a real chain like Albertsons or like, you know, Ralph's or Kroger. But it's fantastic. It's like, and that's the part of Bel Air, the part of town that I go to whenever I need anything done, from like little stuff, like replace my headlights or, you know, you know, realign my tires or something like that. Like that's where I go, is I go over to Bel Air Boulevard and Dashwood or Bel Air Boulevard and Hillcroft, and it's all Mexican mechanics, and they're fantastic. They're like the nicest people in the world. Anyway, over here though, we've got the Taos mechanics, so I don't know what. I was gonna park in my regular spot, but there's a bunch of, it's windy and there's a bunch of turned over, it's really like, there's a lot of trash over here for some reason. It's really, really like this bunch of shopping carts over where I normally park, which is on the other side of the tent camper guy. I don't know, we'll check it out. There'll probably be a van lifer here tonight as well, but yeah, it was a nice sunny day today. It was like 80 degrees. It's 81 degrees right now. It's hot in Taos, but this is my spot to park. So anyway, yeah, there's a ton of trash. Do not know what happened. I come back here every 2-3 weeks and it's completely different. I do not know what happened down here. I should move to the other side though, but they tell us to park on this side. So maybe I can park, maybe there's a space I can park, like, I don't know. I don't want to park too close to the entrance anyway. Okay, sorry, my daughter is texting me. I have another art idea. So let me go take care of this and I'll talk to you guys later. All right, it just started raining, which is good. It's gonna cool it down. Still 77 degrees. That poor guy in the tent, I hope it's waterproof. I don't think it is. It's a triangle shape, so one side of it's gonna get wet, unfortunately. The homeless guys in front of me, they're still there. And the camper van left. See, I'm just gonna stay here for the night. It's only 6:55, so I'm gonna go watch some Netflix and YouTube and just relax. I got the AC on just to kind of take the temperature down a little bit. And then I'm gonna go to bed. Early night tonight, gotta go to Angel Fire tomorrow. Hopefully it's not gonna rain in Angel Fire, but as long as I get a couple runs in, if I get 6 runs in, I'll be happy. And then coming back here tomorrow to go work on my computer. Yay for rain, happy. I would say good morning, but for some reason, that's why I'm all disheveled and not even still waking up. I woke up at like 10 p.m. last night, went to bed about 9 p.m., got up at 10 p.m. and just started vomiting like crazy. And then I thought I was okay, went back to bed, got up about 1:30 a.m. and just was like, everything in my guts was just coming out. And I didn't really eat anything yesterday. All I had was some crackers and some hummus. And I think maybe the hummus was bad because I got it from some organic like co-op supermarket. I don't know. I mean, it tasted fine. It was like olive, everything bagel hummus or something. But either way, something didn't agree with me, and it's worse when you don't have anything in your stomach and you're just like vomiting your guts out. I didn't even have morning sickness when I was pregnant. I didn't have anything. Needless to say, I'm now sitting here at this construction light on the way to Taos. I've been sitting here for about 30-40 minutes. All the employees are, they're all just getting to work right now. I should have come here earlier. But anyway, the pilot car is just sitting there waiting, and I'm trying to get to Angel Fire. So it opens at 9. It's already 7 a.m. and I left at 5:45. I left Taos, and that's a 40. So I've been here since 6:30. So I've been sitting at this light for like 30 minutes already. It only takes a few minutes to get through the construction, and then I'm only 13 minutes from the bike park. But yeah, I like to get there so I can get a parking spot where I'm not all lopsided. But anyway, I'm out of power, so at least my fridge is plugged in. Yep. Shit. Oh my God. Sorry. Thought I plugged my fridge in this entire time, but no. I'm tired. I don't know. I was debating whether I would just like rest up today and do nothing, but I worked for like 6 hours yesterday, 7 hours in the coffee shop, and then I just threw up all night. So I'm fine. I'm not like sick or pregnant or any of that stuff. And even when I, was pregnant, I didn't even have morning sickness, nothing. I just think I had a little bit of food poisoning, which I haven't had in like over a decade. It's a very long time since I've been sick for anything. I haven't even had COVID. I've never even had COVID. Who knew? So I've had nothing, and I don't like being sick. But I figured I might as well try to get through the bike park. I think once I ride around, if I can ever get past this light, then I'll go ahead and, just have a good day. And then I go back to the coffee shop in Taos and just work there. There used to be a coffee shop in Angel Fire, but it closed down. And I don't know if I can stay at the resort, but I mean, I have to go stay back in Taos because there's cell reception and there's Walmart. It was fine last night. It rained a little bit. Most of the homeless car campers left because the rain was so bad. But it was good. I slept pretty well apart from getting up twice to puke my guts out. Anyway, that's why I haven't even like done my face or anything. I just was like, oh, I'll just like, I don't know, just get on the road. But like I said, I've just been sitting here. It's already good. It's already past 7 a.m. I don't know why we're all sitting. No one else has bikes. I mean, I think I might be the only person at the bike park today, which will be fine. Most people will probably come up a little bit later. It's, oh my God, it's terrifying. Don't back up into me, dude. What is wrong with these people? He just like almost backed up. He's going through the back way. Oh no, he's going to talk to the guy. I was like, do not back up into my van. These construction guys are so like relentless, I tell you. There's a back road that everybody's taking, and I don't know why we're all just sitting here. Oh, okay. The pilot car just woke up. He was sleeping. He just woke up. They should, I don't know. No other cars have come through the other way, but anyway, hopefully we'll get started. He's waking up right now. He was literally taking a nap. Dude, I need to go ride a bike. So, anyway, I've got tons of videos. I'm going to try to get the Charmer train video done today. And then they'll tell you how far behind I am between that video and this video. But I've got lots of videos. I'm actually splitting up a lot of days into some like multiple videos because they're different topics. And then what I've done, well, by the time you see this, I'll have the videos. But if you go back and check out the, there's Jenny from the future. If you go back and check out the $1 Million Highway boondocking, I'm hoping that video comes out pretty good. I hope it's not going to be too long. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I was hoping to get to Angel Fire Bike Park like before 7, then I could go take a nap for an hour and just relax. But unfortunately, I'm sitting here. I need sun. I'm out of power. Yeah, I'm going to be happy when I get my other power bank in here, the other 1000-watt Jackery. They only got for like $400. But I was talking to my friend who had the off-grid home about getting more solar. So I think what I'll do is I need some help with that. So I'll probably order a couple solar panels. Like I think I'll order 2 300-watt panels. I think they'll fit. I only have, I don't know, I've got limited real estate because I have the max fan. So I can only have up to like 22 inches wide. I think the solar panel, the 100-watt solar panel that's up there, and that person just skipped through. The 100-watt solar panel that's up there is, everybody's taking that back road. Oh, that's funny. I guess I'll just sit here until they ever let us through. But yeah, the 100-watt solar panel is 19 inches wide, which is why I got it. And then I got another 19-inch wide solar panel, which is now welded to the roof. But I made a mistake. I didn't seal it properly, so it leaks a little bit sometimes. But I think what I'll do is probably remove the roof rack. I really don't need the roof rack. It just looks good for aesthetic, but I've never used it. My paddle board is up there and it's just destroyed from the elements. Like the bag is just ripped apart from the wind and the rain. So I think if I remove that, I can keep the 100-watt and I can get a 400-watt solar panel or a 300-watt solar panel. I just want at least 400 watts total, and I could probably I just get another, yeah, I think, so that's 200 up there so far. If I get a 300-watt solar panel, or a 200-watt solar panel, I can put it where the roof rack is and do it the same way I did the other one, which will require a little bit of fabrication. My friend helped me in Austin with that, which was awesome. Sorry, I'm very tired and I was sick last night. And then that would give me enough, and then I just connect all the connectors together, and then I can plug that into my Bouge RV and then plug in the Jackery into the Bouge RV. So that way I kind of have a little like train of that. I'm not going to do Victron or anything like that. I don't need that much power. I just really need to keep my fridge alive overnight. So and then I need to fix the fuse that's in the front 12-volt plug because that shorted out because I had this stupid adapter, and I was trying to plug in the Bouge RV to the front using this silly adapter that drew too much power. It's done the same thing in my car. It like shorted it out. So I need to replace that fuse because I still have the other 12-volt right here in the center console that my fridge is plugged into right now. Other than that, I'm just, yeah. And then the fact that I haven't plugged in at all this entire summer, not one single time. So the fact that I have been completely off grid and managed to be off grid with the new fridge since June is actually pretty good. But I do pretty well. I mean, I don't have a sink, so I don't have to worry about sourcing water. I don't have to worry about you know, like keeping, you know, like what is it, like convection stoves, like having electrical stuff. Like I really just have, I mean, I have my little camping stove, which is great, you know, so that's butane. It uses a lot of butane, actually. It uses more than like my other like little one that's right here. But anyway, yeah, I just, goddamn, I don't want to be sitting in this traffic, people. It's like 1,000 cars behind me. Yeah, I guess I just wait for this pilot car to wake up. So all the workers were coming in, and they're all going through like the back way, the back road to get to Taos. But now I'm going to be there like at 7:30, and yeah, I just need my parking space because I can't park. The other parking lot is lopsided. I can't really park there because the fridge won't work, and I don't want all the weight on one side of my van because, you know, I'm in a 6,500 pound van. But yeah, and I don't want to park in any of the public parking lots. It's too far away. I need, especially since I've been sick last night, I want to be close to Angel Fire. So now everybody's getting out of their cars. Some guy's looking under his vehicle. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why this is taking so. It's never taken this long to get through this construction. This is almost like going to Crested Butte, where I sat in that traffic for 3 hours and then went down the most horrendous road. I can't believe that was like 2 weeks ago. Seems like it was forever. Anyway, it's been good summer. I'm heading back to Houston on Thursday if I ever get out of this red light here. And then I'll be in Houston Friday afternoon, drop the van off, take an Uber home, and then just start selling all the stuff in my house. So it'll be pretty good. That car's coming back now. Everybody's just cutting through. I can't do it. I'm a little too obvious in my van. Plus, I don't know the state of that road, if it's going to be washboardy. Anyway, okay, well, that's it. Let me just sit here forever. Okay, see you later.